I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Hello my lovelies, welcome to my little cottage by the sea, the place where I love to stitch and craft my way to a vintage inspired and sustainable lifestyle. In today's video I'm going to be sharing some style tips and life lessons from one of my biggest inspirations, the ultimate pin-up vintage girl, Barbie. Way back in the 1950s, a lady called Ruth Handler wanted to get her little girl a new doll. Not just a baby doll, but a doll that was fashionable and would allow her limitless imagination. In the binary world of the mid-1950s, girls' toys were really limited to homemaking, role-playing type toys, baby dolls. And if you wanted a fashionable doll, you only really had flat paper dolls. But Ruth Handler noticed that boys seemed to have toys that were allowing them endless possibilities, limitless imagination. They could fly to the moon and beyond and back, and were inspired to play out all their wildest dreams, whereas girls were very much limited. Mrs. Handler wanted exactly the same thing for her little girl and for little girls everywhere. On a family holiday to Switzerland, Ruth stumbled across a rather sassy German pin-up doll called Lily, and she knew that she had landed on the exact thing that she was looking for. Never mind that the Lily doll was actually a doll based on a downscale comic strip character who was a lady of rather loose morals and even looser virtue. The rest, they say, is Barbie-tastic history. Like many, Barbie was instrumental in getting me started on my sewing adventures because I wanted to make clothes for my Barbie doll. That's why I sat down at the sewing machine for the very first time. My childhood collection of Barbie dolls has sadly disappeared in time. Oh, to have my peaches and cream Barbie to adorn now. But my cherished memories and the gazillion hours I spent making clothes for my Barbie and dressing her up have really inspired me to this day. So in this video I wanted to share these inspirations with you. 5 style tips and life lessons from the ultimate pin-up doll. Lesson number 1. Any colour as long as it's pink. Just like for Barbie, the colour pink is very dear to me, almost as dear as my beloved black. So whilst Barbie pink may not be your cup of tea, there will be a beautiful shade of pink to suit you. The only board focused on a colour in my Pinterest land is my board called Pink. All things pink, and I always get so much inspiration from it. And by the by, one of my favourite films is actually Pretty in Pink. My personal preferences for shades of pink are beautiful blush pinks. Absolutely love knitting with blush pink wools, making vintage inspired knitted garments. I'm thinking very much also those slightly more salmon pinks for vintage underwear. When I say old ladies underwear, that doesn't sound very nice. I'm thinking all those 1930s slips and negligee that vintage ladies of the time wore. Such a pretty colour. My other favourite shade of pink is of course Schiaparelli Shocking Pink, a wonderful fuchsia which I also love to wear. It really does cheer the soul. The colour pink is associated with the charm, tenderness, sensitivity, love and romance, and no self-respecting vintage loving gal would be without her pink gingham. Lesson number 2, dress for the occasion because life is the occasion. One of the things I love about vintage style is that whatever the occasion, you would have the appropriate ensemble for it, and Barbie takes this one to the max. Got a space trip planned? No problem. A day at the beach? Malibu Barbie has this particular occasion covered many times over. An outfit for Christmas morning? Hold on, I need these pyjamas myself. In my classrooms and in general conversations, I often hear time and time again people saying to me that they have a lovely dress that they'd love to wear but just not the occasion to wear it. Well, just like Barbie, I'm of the opinion that today is the occasion. Life is the occasion. If you save your special things for special days, well, special days can be few and far between. But if you decide that every day is a special day, then you have got the perfect thing to wear for it. And why shouldn't you celebrate each and every day of your life if you possibly can? The brilliant thing about each and every day is that you get to choose how you show up for that day. So you get to choose what to wear. There are many, many important things in life, but I am of the opinion, just like Barbie, that if you dress for it, you can make it happen. Lesson number 3, accessorize to the max. In the words of super stylist Ab Fab's Patsy Stone, you can never have too many hats, bags and shoes. And Barbie has a myriad of accessories to go with all of her beautiful little outfits. Back in the day, stylish ladies wouldn't have so many items of clothing, but they would have beautifully chosen and made accessories, lots of them, to make that particular dress suit a variety of occasions, to extend the life, to zhuzh it up, to style it up, to bedazzle. I think in this world of mass consumption, that's actually a really, really good idea. I cannot claim to not have lots of clothes because I do sew an awful lot. Having sets of accessories to change up the look of a particular dress is a really good idea, and I've been making bits and pieces over the course of this year, and I'm definitely going to carry that on. And I also love to thrift and find vintage accessories out in the wild, belts, bags, shoes, you name it. If I see something that I really love, then I will buy it, and I do try to get things in sort of sets of colours. You can find all sorts of accessories, and especially on sites like Vinted and eBay and Etsy. I have been enjoying making things, so you could try making some accessories to go with your outfits, and it's a great thing whatever era you like dressing in, or whatever the occasion, whatever style you have. There are plenty of brilliant patterns out there on the internet. One of my favourites that I have actually made is my Marlena beret. Absolutely love this, and I'm in the process of making a summer version as we speak. And then I also have over on my Patreon the Hearts Aflutter bag, which is a really pretty one based on that sort of vintage concept, and also the Ingrid belt, which goes with all sorts of style dresses. If you like that prairie look gunny sacks, or the sort of 30s 40s style, which is where I designed it from and was inspired by, can make it up in loads of different fabrics, make it reversible, embellish it, whatever. But if you have lots of little pieces like that, you can make one dress look a million different dresses. Some accessory brands that I particularly love and aspire to buy pieces from are Hood London, a wonderful millinery company. They often work with Deighton Von Teese and have a really close working relationship with her. They have beautiful pieces and also incredible eyewear designed by one of the co-founders, Adele Mildred. I absolutely love all of these sunglasses. Shoes, I particularly love Charlotte Olympia. I think her cookie, fun, glamorous shoes, all vintage inspired, are right up mine and Barbie's street. And for vintage styles, Memory shoes always has the most beautiful styles. Although I haven't bought any myself, they are very much on my list. For bags, you really can't beat Lulu Guinness. I especially love some of these fun bags that she has. It's sort of in the vein of Elsa Schiaparelli when it comes to accessories, and I would love to add some of her pieces to my accessories wardrobe. Lesson number 4, you can be anything you want to be. It's called a portfolio career. Since 1959, Barbie has had a staggering 180 plus careers, from beach bum to CEO, proving, just as Ruth Handler wanted her to, that girls really could be anything. In the words of the wonderful Saint Beyonce, who run the world, girls. Here are some of the careers that I would love to have if reality and time were of no object. I'd like to be David Bowie. If Barbie can, I can. ballerina. As a child, I was obsessed with ballet and I loved my ballet class. My ballet teacher was less than enamoured of me though, and said I was more hippo than prima ballerina. Really, has she not seen Fantasia? Those hippo ballerinas are pretty much the best thing in the world. Like Barbie, I would get the outfit on, and now today I could go to a ballet bar exercise class. I could go and watch beautiful productions of ballet. I can immerse myself in that world, and maybe I'm not going to be a prima ballerina in Swan Lake, but I am certainly going to enjoy all things ballerina. As a child, I also loved paleontology, was rather into dinosaurs. In 1997, paleontologist Barbie hit the shelves. Fabulous. After my time of playing with Barbie, but if I was a child in the 90s, she would definitely be one I wanted to play with. Another childhood dream of mine was to be a zookeeper or zoologist. I had a particular penchant for finger monkeys. In 2006, Barbie decided to become a zoologist, making her finger monkey zoology specialism a dream come true for the little girl in me. Another career, if you can call it as such, is this one, Pioneer Barbie, purely because I really love the gunny sacks dress. My fifth and final lesson is let your inner sparkle shine. Over the years, much has been made about Barbie's physique. Body shaming has been, and sadly still is, rife. Let's do what we can to stop that. The main argument has always been that her physical attributes are overtly sexualized, and that the lifestyle that Barbie represents is really an anti-feminist stance, and I actually completely disagree with that. Never mind that the instigator and creator of Barbie was a woman, and also the CEO of one of the most successful toy companies in the world and in history. I have found that Barbie and playing with my Barbies when I was young allowed me to imagine beyond the limitations of my life. I didn't have the happiest childhood, but when I was playing with Barbie, I was incredibly happy, and I understood that I could do all sorts of things and be any kind of person as long as I just believed in myself. Here's one of the lessons that I have learned in life, and that is there simply is no pleasing everybody. If I tried to make everybody happy, if I tried to adapt myself to appease, to accommodate everybody's needs and likes and desires, I just simply wouldn't be living my life and being who I am. And the other thing you're going to find if you do this is that you're never ever going to be happy. So the huge lesson that I have learned from Barbie is that if you do things to please yourself and you come from a place of positivity and kindness, you really do make the world a better place. Do things for yourself, dress to please yourself, dress up as crazily as you want to, and let your inner sparkle shine. Don't let anybody's negativity, their own issues, their insecurities, whatever it is that makes them say something negative about you, just let your sparkle shine even brighter. I believe that little girls and little boys and all that lie in between those genders have infinite possibility for love, happiness and brilliance, and that is the thing that I learned from Barbie. As long as you believe it within yourself, then you can achieve almost anything that you set your mind to. And if you're wearing the most amazing outfit while you're doing it, all the better. That self-belief and just simply going for it has been one of the most important life lessons that I have learned from this doll, just a little bit of plastic. It has really been an inspiration to me, and it's really fabulous to see this new incarnation of Barbie on screen by a brilliant director, Greta Gerwig. May not be feasible to upend your life and to change your career, but you can certainly, as I've said in this video, implement small changes, little things that take you further towards that goal. I may not actually be able to become David Bowie, but I can sew an outfit that is David Bowie style and live out that fantasy. That is what letting your imagination run free means. And Barbie has helped me and millions of others around the world in the course of her life, helped us all do this, and I am incredibly thankful for it. So to conclude, find your pink. Today is the occasion, dress for it. Accessorize, accessorize, accessorize. Whoever you are and whatever you do, there is a Barbie for you, so let your inner sparkle shine. When I was 6 and first sat down at a sewing machine, my great aunt's Singer sewing machine, to make an outfit for my very first Barbie, there wasn't actually a Barbie for me at that point, and really with a few little sort of other ideas along the way. I've always wanted to be a seamstress. I knew when I was 6 that I wanted to be able to sew really well and somehow share that with people. At the time, there was no seamstress Barbie. All these years later, just in time for the release of the film and for me wanting to make this video for you, finally there is a seamstress Barbie. I really hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have putting it together, sharing style tips and life lessons from the ultimate pin-up gal, Barbie. Thank you so much for spending time with me here in my little cottage by the sea, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are keeping very safe and well, and maybe, like me, playing with a Barbie of your very own. Till next time, my lovelies. Bye. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.